8 o'clock in the morning, Eastern Standard Time. This is Grand Dunes Landscape and Maintenance. And as you can see, we have a beautiful rose bush here that has some damage. If you look right there, see the little holes? It's starting to skeletonize. See the little leaves there? Skeletonize. And what I mean by that, it looks like a skeleton. You see how they're ate? That is a true sign of a Japanese beetle. This is not your friend. This is the Japanese beetle. It will eat the rose from the inside out. That's right, from the inside out to actually kill it. Now the best way to get rid of those is pick them by hand or put a little blanket down on the ground and shake them early in the morning. Like it's 8 o'clock here. That's what I'm about to do now. You can see them, they're crawling, about to mate. It's, you know, June is when they lay their eggs, and June's when these adults emerge, and they'll fly for miles to come feast on your roses or 300 different species of plants or flowers. They were first discovered in Japan, and because of the isolation of the island of Japan, they were kind of controlled naturally there. But we started importing irises and didn't really check the soil as well as we should have. And they popped up in New Jersey. It was the first place in the United States that I know of that they came about. Correct me if I'm wrong. But let's get over here. There we go. Here's a little Japanese beetle. I'm going to be putting a blanket on the ground, shaking these, and putting them in a solution of soapy water. And you see what they're doing to the roses. You can see right behind it the leaves, those new young leaves. They're feasting on those. They're feasting on the roses here too. I will be getting rid of those. That is the fastest way to get rid of those. Second is to use neem oil, to spray neem oil all over the rose bush here. But this is, like I said, it's a pretty large rose bush. It's older, and as long as there's food here for them, they're gonna come and feast. Also, I'll be treating the lawn, the turf grass out here, with some Milky Spore to prevent them, because I guarantee there's probably some in the grass here. Some huge elephant ears. Can't even begin to tell you how big those are. But look how they've ate this rose bush and skeletonized the leaves. You can see through them. See that? Look at that. It's crazy. And that's a definitely true sign of a Japanese beetle. You can tell by the skeletonized leaves. I hope this information helps. But good morning to everybody. This is 8 o'clock in the morning, and as you can see, that's what I'm doing today. I'm going to eradicate these little guys the best I can for the next probably 10 days. I'll be back at this house trying to defeat these Japanese beetles before they get into the lawn and before they do any more damage to these roses on the side of the house and the front here. I haven't gone in the backyard yet because there's a lot of fruit trees. And Myrtle Beach, South Carolina is where I'm at. That's zone 8B. And these Japanese beetles, not only will they destroy the actual grub worms, the larvae that they put into the ground, their babies, will destroy the roots on your grass and leave bad places in your yard. They will eat your roses. They'll eat 300 species of plant. They will... Got a car going by. They will do a lot of damage to a lot of different things. There's a lot of fruit trees in this yard, and that's what I'm concerned about. There's a couple crepe myrtle trees, so I have to get control of these now. And I see them here. I'm going to go check in the back. I'm going to get started. Guys, you can pretty much understand what I'm going to say. Like I said, I'm going to fill some soapy water in a bucket. I'm going to put a towel or a blanket down below this rose bush. Shake this rose bush early in the morning. Don't do it in the heat of the day. They'll be too active during the heat of the day. You got to do it early morning. That's why I'm here this morning. And shake them, catch them, put them in the soapy water. They'll drown. That's the easy way to do it. It's a natural way to do it, organic way to do it. I recommend spraying the tree with neem oil also. What happens is, usually insects do not affect the neem tree. So when they extract the neem oil for the actual usage, to use for horticulture uses, to spray on, I don't know, rose bushes, tomato plants, no insect likes to eat the neem tree, so they think it's a neem tree. You trick them into thinking that's what it is, and by doing that, they'll leave it alone. If they should eat it and should ingest it, a Japanese beetle, what happens is it affects their larvae. Once they put their babies into the ground, the babies will actually die before they become adults. That's why I like neem oil. Guys, keep that in mind. And once again, I'm going to show you another Japanese beetle. Let's see if I can find one or two. I've got my hands full today. I'm going to probably fill up a little 5-gallon bucket. Just shaking this poor little tree for the next 9 to 10 days. I might do it for 2 weeks, depending. If you do spray your rose bush with neem oil and it should rain, respray it the next day or the day after it stops raining. There's some right there. See those two little guys? Let's zoom in on them. There they are, just hanging out. Oh, that one just fell. Well, there you go, guys. That's what a Japanese beetle looks like. And hopefully you can recognize it. And if you have grub worms in your yard, June is the time to be actively pursuing these things. This is one of the little bugs you want to eradicate, and that's some of the ways to do it. I have some other ways. If you have any questions, please contact me. Information is in the description box. And hope you have a blessed day. Thank you from Grand Dunes Landscape and Maintenance. Little bonus feature for you guys. I'm going to show a product that I was speaking of earlier. And as you can see, these little guys they're busy all over the rose bush, but let's try to flip this camera around. Just so you know, I'm not sponsored by this company in any way, shape, or form, but I picked one of these up when I was at one of the local stores. It was either Home Depot or Lowe's. I believe it was Lowe's. And this is called Garden Safe. Okay, back to what I was saying. Sorry, I got some phone calls in the middle of what I was doing here. Let's flip the camera around. So anyway, this is the product that I was speaking of. It's by Garden Safe. I'm not sponsored by them. It's just something I picked up at the local Lowe's. I liked it because it carries the active ingredients, and I can show you those. Let's see if I can zoom in. I don't know. Probably not. Anyway, it's this fungicide, it's an insecticide, and it also kills spider mites. So, I don't know, I thought I would try it out. It's something you guys can pick up. It's not something I go down and pick up at, you know, some of my landscape supply companies. But this is what I'm going to use because it has neem oil, basically to get rid of the Japanese beetles that you saw earlier, to prevent the grub worms that'll be in the grass, etc., etc. Now, with that said, here's another organic option that I hadn't even mentioned yet. So, this is a can of fruit cocktail. What I do with this is I set it on a brick or a hard surface. I keep it about 25 feet from the plants that I'm trying to protect. Okay, my friends, I'm going to try this one more time. What I do is I take the fruit cocktail, I place it on a brick, open the top, let it ferment for about a week. Then I take the actual can and I drop it into like a little 5-gallon bucket or a pail or anything that you have, right? What happens is I fill that up with baby shampoo, and I buy the baby shampoo from the dollar store. Same thing with these cans, because I'm going to basically not use them for anything but this. So it's kind of money that I can save. I buy the can for $1, I buy the baby shampoo for $1. I fill the can that I place this can into, or the bucket, right up to the rim with baby shampoo water, soapy water. You can use Dawn or whatever, but personally I like to use baby shampoo in case the kids get into it, a dog or an animal gets into it, and it's just a lot safer. And what happens is I place this can 25 feet away from these roses or anything that I want to protect, and all the insects are attracted to the fermenting sugar that's in this can. And at that point, they come to the can, they fall into the soapy water, and they drown, especially Japanese beetles. And it's just an organic process, and I hope it helps you guys. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me. The information is below in the descriptions. I hope you guys enjoy this bonus video. Take care.